Sharing my life during a challenging time felt incredibly uncomfortable at first. Like stepping into the spotlight when I wasn't at my best. It was vulnerable, to say the least. But I did it anyway, and so can you. The internet would have you believe that it's smarter to work quietly, building goals behind the scenes and emerging only triumphantly when everything is perfect. Instead, I choose to share the in-between moments. A season of change, growth, and rebuilding. Everything out in the open. There are certainly moments of doubt, wondering if any of my story is worth sharing. But those moments always pass, because showing the messy process is so much more interesting than perfection. My story is worth sharing, and just in case you are wondering, yours is too. This air mattress solution that I've got going on here is not the permanent way I want to go camping with Elfie. That's what I call the van, Elfie. The actual solution is going to be a camper box that will be right here and that has a fold-out frame for a mattress on top. That's what I want to make, but much like getting my life together, that camper box is still a work in progress. 2024 was a season of healing. I needed to learn who I am, what I like, and what I don't. This year, the focus is on action and becoming the creative director for my own life. It means to know what I want and to stop apologizing for it. No more justifying my decisions. I'm way too grown, and I can do something just because I want to. That's okay. Putting together this workbench was phase 1 of Project Elfie, and I'm happy that I finally am getting my hands dirty a little bit and making stuff. This workbench is from Harbor Freight, and could I have made my own workbench? Would that have been better? Maybe, but this is what I did just to get started and make it a little bit easier on myself to get the project off the ground. Now, when you do something, it's never bad to ask for help. For me personally, I needed to ask for help to kind of get my life together, so I started therapy this year. And then also with Project Elfie, I needed to ask for a little bit of help in order to get going. My husband and I, we reached out to his mom and asked if we could borrow some tools for this project, and she actually was so awesome to give us these, which is amazing, and it's a great help to bringing the camper box vision to life. And asking for help, whether that is therapy or asking a friend for advice or asking somebody to borrow their tools, it's not a weakness. And I used to think like that. I used to think that asking for help, that is a sign of weakness. But I've totally changed my mind on that. Sometimes you just need a little bit of help to get ahead, to get started, to get over that hump, to get through some difficulties. And there is absolutely no shame in asking for a little bit of help, especially when you're the type of person that always helps other people. It really isn't a bad thing to sometimes need help yourself. So maybe if you're in a season of life where you might need a little bit of help and you've been reluctant to ask somebody for some help, then just see this as an opportunity to think about it. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you strong. I am super content with my workbench. It's a woodworking bench that has these little peg thingies, which I am not necessarily sure what they're for yet, but I'm sure YouTube University can teach me what these are supposed to be and what you need to do with them. Or you can tell me, let me know in the comments below. The next phase will be refining my design and then actually start buying the plywood that I need. I also have a whole list of other stuff that I need to buy, like the hardware to put everything together. I did buy the drawer slides already yesterday, which I'm super happy about. And I need one more tool, which is a track saw. I'm just really excited because even though it's a slow process, the process has started, and that is all in itself super exciting.
Last year, I needed to learn how to trust myself, and this year, we are putting that into action. Trusting myself means standing by my decisions, which it's not always easy. But every time I do, I'm stepping into this new identity, the person that's not afraid to learn new things and putting the messy parts on full display. So many new things to learn to transform Elfie into an actual camper van. One of the things is this 3D modeling software that I'm using, SketchUp. I'm using the free version, and learning it has been a little bit of a curve. Not too hard. Not in my experience, it wasn't too hard. But then the design itself of the box is now on its 4th iteration, which I thought I was gonna just kind of think of it and then it'll be done, and that is not the case. Maybe I'm overthinking everything a little bit. That could be the case, but as the appliances come in that we've ordered, I'm seeing where they attach the power cord, for example, which is driving the design, or where vents are to cool the things, like for the fridge and for the battery. They're gonna generate heat and they need to be cooling off, so the box can't be all the way closed, thinking about weight saving so that you don't just pack all that weight into your vehicle. All these things make for the design to take a little bit longer than I had expected. But that's okay. I am all here for it. I'm here for learning all the new things, including camping in itself. I've actually really never camped myself, so that's going to be a whole new experience all in itself. We have purchased most of the things that I think we need, and of course we have to put all of these things to the test. So we're testing out our fridge, our battery, electric stovetop, mainly concentrating on the outdoor culinary experience. And honestly, it's all working out perfectly. You know what we forgot? Salt, pepper. This year, my intention is clear. I won't hide from my goals or from being seen. I will not move in silence. I'll go after my new goals in plain sight and reinvent myself along the way.
That's right, yeah, the C1 is 284 Fahrenheit, C2 302, C3 320, and C4 338, and then C5.
Got it.
Oh, let me get our seasoning. Our seasoning. Seasoning. That's a good seasoning, yo.
I think we're all capable of constructing a life that's epic and as awesome as you want it to be. You have a vision in mind of what you want to create, then be that creative director of your life and go do it. I have faith that you and I both can make it happen.
Oh, don't forget your cheese crumble.
Oh, the cheese! Oh, the cheese, grommets. Can't even be
Burrito
burrito without cheese, grommets. All right, breakfast burrito. You want a bite?
The wrong people might judge me, but the right people, they will cheer me on. And that's you. If you're still watching this video, you're definitely my people. And in turn, I will cheer you on as well.
That's really good.
Life isn't about disappearing until you've got it all together and got it all figured out. It's about showing up as you are, messy and all. So here I am, building a van and building myself. Both works in progress, and both are worth the effort.